Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of Tuesday Tips. Today we're going to be talking about something that's pretty helpful on 6x6 and 7x7, although it can be applied a little bit to 5x5. Also, this mostly is helpful on the first two centers, although it's still a little helpful on the third and fourth centers, and is mostly the most helpful on the second center. So we're going to go over kind of the basic idea first of all. The idea is that you want to remove the unnecessary pieces from the top center with your inserts so you cancel moves. So you can see here on 6x6 I've already made my red center, and I've made an orange bar on the getting ready to start the orange center. So as you can see here, there's a lot of kind of extra pieces we have up here on the orange center. Ideally what you want is that you only have pieces on the center that are completely solved. That way, when you're looking for extra bars or other ways of solving your centers on this M slice, you don't have to worry about whether or not they're in the top layer. So what I do in this case is you want to remove as many as you can while inserting your edge. So in this case, it's pretty nice because this bar doesn't have any orange pieces, so we can insert like this. We can do a wide insertion, or we can do a slice insertion. For this case, I'd say the best way of removing the most pieces is kind of doing the insertion like this. That way we pull out these three pieces right here, and we're leaving in these corner pieces. In general, corner pieces are the best pieces to leave in, and I'll show you why in a second. So corner pieces are the best pieces to leave in because all you have to do is match up the extra pieces right here, and then you immediately remove all the slice moves. So while it may be a lot of moves to actually insert to finish off the bar with these two corners and this edge right here, it's very fast and not much of a hassle at all. While if you had to do slice moves like this to finish it off, slice moves are very slow and unfortunate. One of the biggest things here that we're doing is actually eliminating slice moves by doing this technique. Another good example of why this technique is useful, or kind of a way to get a when you're using this technique, something that goes hand in hand with that is building your when you're building your centers. So I've already built the yellow center here on the 7x7, and I'm working on the white center here on the 7x7 as well. So when I inserted my bar here, it was unfortunate because I noticed that I still have these two white 7x7 pieces that aren't forming anything but are trapped up here. This way I know I should notice this. It's not necessarily too bad, as there are three bars to be made. There's the far right bar, the far left bar, and then this bar still. However, I need to know that if I want to make this bar, I'm going to have to bring these two pieces down, which is usually considered a waste of a move. So what I look for here is an easy bar on the left, or an edge bar, which is very nicely made there. And unfortunately, well, let's pretend I made it over here. So what's nice about this case, which I forced obviously, is that since there's no white pieces right here, while inserting this bar like this, I could insert like this. And that'd be nice, but it'd be a waste because I could insert like this, which would bring these two pieces down at the same time. So you always want to go for canceling moves as much as you can. Yeah, you can also, I'll try and make up an example real quick here of, wow, that was lucky. Let's see, let's try and force something. I guess it's not really as useful. I guess it might be useful. It's something to keep in mind while you're doing all your centers, that whichever center you're working on, if you're working on the blue center, you don't really want pieces in the blue center that aren't completely solved. Although, as you're getting on to the M slice, it's not too big of a deal, as any pieces in the M slice are usually good pieces to use. As even these are very simple. Like, it was very easy to finish off that center, no problems whatsoever. In the M slice, it's more about removing pieces, so all the good pieces are on the right side. Like you want all your pieces on the middle slice or to the right, while pieces on the left are undesirable. On the top, if you're solving white and you're on your second center, you want to remove all white from the top that's not solved. So same goes with 6x6 and even 5x5, although 5x5 centers are much more free form, and this is kind of a case by case basis. So yeah.